Elon should just buy Facebook at this point. I keep fucking seeing that. And people are like, Elon saved Twitter, so now he should save all these other platforms. What the fuck are you talking about, save Twitter? Nothing's changed. The only thing that's changed is a 500% increase in slurs. But people like to paint that as Elon's fault. It's not. I don't remember who, I think it was Pop Crave did an investigative report and found that it was like an organized flood of slurs to try and like make it look bad for Elon or something. But he hasn't done shit. Like, he just took it over. Nothing has changed. We'll have to wait and see. It's been like 3 days. Mick Foley left Twitter the second Elon bought it? What? Mankind McFoley? Or a different McFoley? Why the fuck would voice crack? Why the fuck would Mankind McFoley care about Elon? OJ Simpson wants to be verified on Twitter after Elon Musk took over. I was actually talking about that earlier today. Yeah, OJ Simpson was asking to be verified.
Hey, Twitter world, it's me, yours truly. Let me start off today by congratulating Elon Musk taking over Twitter.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe I can get authenticated. Maybe I can get a blue check. I've tried for years to get that blue check because there's so many fake O.J. Simpson accounts. One of them is the real O.J. Simpson.
Yep.
Instead of an O, they have a 0. In any event, there have been a bunch of them, and from time to time, people would say, "Why did you say this?" And I say, "I didn't say it. That was one of those fake accounts." And I'm sure a lot of people probably deal with that. So maybe that will come to an end. Maybe that's what he'll up to sell too, so many fake accounts. In any event, let me talk about what I like talking about, football.
Yeah. So maybe OJ Simpson will get verified pretty soon. Who knows? How is this guy free? What's crazy is he got away with murder, but eventually got in prison due to stealing his own memorabilia at some point. Wasn't that what it was? He went back to get some like old OJ Simpson merch. Then he made a book out of it. I remember that. The book was called... hold on, I'm going to guess it and then check it. I think the book was called If I Did It, Here's How I Would Have Done It. Let's see. What was it actually called? It was something like that. The book was If I Did It. Oh, it was just If I Did It. Damn, I got the first part right. I thought it was longer than that. Yeah, it's just called If I Did It, Confessions of the Killer. And this is his book. Thanks, Risa Bua. The if is super obscured on the title as well. Oh my god, yeah. Here, look at the title of the book here. Hold on, let me pull it up. Actually, here, let me just pull up a picture. It'll be quicker. This is the book title. Like, you can't even see the if there. It just says, I did it. Yep. No secrets here. The if is buried in the I. Because the victim's families owns all the rights to the book. They didn't initially though, right? They got the rights to the book after he started writing it. If I remember correctly. It's been years since I looked into this, so I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was after. Oh, the family changed the cover to this. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. But the book title was still If I Did It, right? That never changed. Kind of crazy, OJ has a following still. I've said this before, I'll say it again, I'll always say it. No matter what you do, no matter what you've done, you will always have people that support you. No matter what. That doesn't even just go for celebrities or YouTubers, streamers, anything. It goes for anybody. Literally anyone. Think of the worst person you can imagine. Off the top of your head, what pops into your mind? Maybe someone like Jeffrey Dahmer? And then look at all the people that are idolizing Jeffrey Dahmer right now. It doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter what they've done. There is always going to be people to support them. Always. James Corden. Even James Corden has supporters. As painful as it is for me to say that, James Corden has fans. These are some Colby. You're right, serial killers get love letters / marriage proposals once they're in prison. I recently made that video on Ian Watkins, the lead singer of the Lost Prophets, who turned out to be one of the most prolific pedophiles in all of music history. The guy who legitimately raped a baby, or attempted rape of a baby, performed sexual acts on a baby, and numerous sexual acts on numerous children. He, in prison right now, still has supporters. I think he even recently got engaged to one of his super fans. Let me see. Could be misremembering, though. Oh, well, here's it. Wow. Impressive timing. 7 days ago. Mother who Ian Watkins groomed from prison loses custody of 2-year-old daughter. Because he's still actively getting, like, groupies. Oh, here. I'll pull this up on stream. There's nothing bad here. It's just the title of the article. No matter what you do or what you've done, somehow you will always have supporters. No matter how heinous, how awful, how terrible it is, there's just always going to be supporters. Jared Fogle. I think a lot of people forgot Jared Fogle. I'm sure he has fans somewhere. I don't know where I'd find them, though. This shit was 5 years ago? Oh, you're right. It does say 2017. It said 7 days ago on the Google search. You're right, though. It is 2017. Why does it say 7 days ago? Either way, still. He was already in jail at this point. Must have been edited. Oh, yeah, maybe. Does Chris Chan have any unironic fans? Yeah. Like, of course. What? Absolutely. What? Like, a lot. Any Chris Chan updates? Not that I know of. I don't think there's been any developments in the case. Couldn't tell you. Which is worse, Twitter, Reddit, or Facebook? I get asked that a lot. Answer's always the same. It's Twitter. Twitter just amplifies every voice ever, and everyone can find the most outrageous shit and form their own echo chambers much easier than Facebook or Reddit. Bro, there are open pedophiles and zoophiles that actually have full-blown followings and get thousands of likes on some of their posts talking about it. Twitter is just, it's definitely gotta be the worst. Is zoophile someone who likes zoo porn? It's a lighter term for people who like bestiality, but they call themselves zoophiles because it seems less aggressive. They talk about how animals can consent to having sex with humans, and why it's, like, morally okay to have sex with consenting animals. I guess not all of them talk about how they fuck animals in the real world, but the thing that binds all zoophiles together is their sexual attraction to, like, the actual animals. Not like furries. Furries isn't necessarily, like, the attraction to the animal itself. Whereas zoophiles is talking about the sexual attraction to, like, their household pet. Like, they're on very different levels, very different scopes. I thought that was illegal. Fucking animals is. Which is why they try and make it a more accepted thing. The zoophile acceptance movement. That'll never be a thing. I don't think so either, but they're very open about it. The reason we even got here is because someone asked what was the worst platform, and I said Twitter because of things like this. Because it amplifies all of those voices and allows them to find each other and grow their movement together and get people locked into their bubble, their little echo chamber. Twitter is gas for financials. No, I didn't just read that. Don't tell me you're getting your fucking financial advice from the, God, what do they call themselves on Twitter? The community? Oh my god. I was just looking at, like, the compilation of their worst financial takes. What are they called? What's that community called? No, not financial gurus. They gave themselves a cool name. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Yeah. FinTWT. Yeah. Oh my god, the advice is always so unbelievably bad. Can you show us? Yeah, what's the... Hold on, let me find it. I'm pretty sure I follow the account. There's a whole Twitter dedicated to just posting their worst takes. Let me find it. How can you search your following list? Can you search your following list? Just control F it. True, I guess that'll work. Oh, this isn't exactly the same thing. Do I not follow the Twitter one? TikTok Investors is the one that immediately pops to mind, but this isn't the Twitter side. I thought I followed the one that compiles the Twitter side. TikTok Investors goes so hard, though.
Fair amount of bones. And I just, I called my brothers in finance. I'm like, put all of this in Billabong.
Yeah, my dad's been a little bit skeptical of my kind of stock instincts as well.
What's your portfolio right now?
Well, so he wants me to do like more blue chip
TikTok
stocks,
financial
and,
advice goes so hard.
with some of my portfolio on some, more fast rising companies that aren't as well established. But to me, it's like, Dad, that's all just verbiage. You know what I mean? Talk to me real. Talk to me like a man to man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I come at him, I just go, Dad, pokey.
Yeah.
Do you love it? Does everyone love it?
Yeah.
Who's got the best pokey on the mainland? Bear Flag. Let's invest in them.
Yeah.
They're not a publicly traded company, which is crazy.
Dude.
Because what's their market cap? $3 billion. They got 3 stores.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're probably doing $1 billion each.
Dude, their IPO is going to be off the charts.
It's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
That's initial public
What
offer.
the fuck is
we're
this
sitting
shit?
on that. We're waiting.
Financial
So then we go,
podcast.
okay, Pokey Shack. That's a publicly traded company.
Yeah.
That's when we can invest.
My grandma gave me like, a fair amount of bones.
It's so good. So there's a massive community on TikTok, and they're all like 15 or 16, that are like, here's how you make $1 million quickly. And half of the advice, I swear to God, half of it comes from here. You need to own apartment complexes. How do you get started on this? Call up any of these buildings and start making an offer. And here's how you lowball them into making an offer to own this as a landlord. It's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. Yeah, there's some drop shipping, but a lot of it, I swear to God, is about being a landlord. No, it's not satire. You would think it was, and I thought it was at first too, until I kept seeing more and more and more, and I'd go to their pages, and it's just like legitimate's the wrong word, them legitimately trying to give financial advice. It's so bad. It's so bad. What's this?
Fuck college, for real. Failing all my classes, hate this shit. I'm gonna get rich. I'm gonna get rich on the stock market, motherfuckers.
Amen.
They'll never see me coming. I'm already rising. Just wait. $1 million soon. I'll update.
This one seems more satirical.
So basically, the company that I thought was going to go up went down 30% in one day. So all my positions just got completely wiped out. And then I made another bet that it was going to go up, and it did, but I slept through the market because I took a nap and lost everything.
Damn, you hate to see that. The stock market just doesn't want to see you win, champ. Just put more money in. God, it's good. Financial advice on Twitter and TikTok is just the best. Thanks to Prime Brock and the resub TJ. The first one was satire? Oh, the pin tweet? I mean, that could be, I guess. I don't know. I don't know those guys. That one could be satire, I guess. How about financial advice on Reddit? Reddit is bad for a lot of things, but I will give credit where credit is due. Sometimes, a broken clock is right twice a day. Sometimes they will give some of the best goddamn advice that actually does make millionaires by complete fucking accident. Wall Street bets will often's the wrong word, occasionally will just have a crazy play that pans out wildly. And I'm not even just talking about GME. There was a lot of them that were preaching Bitcoin back in like 2012, and look at how that panned out. So you might, at some point, if you followed all of Reddit's investing and financial advice, you might make money after losing a ton. If you had infinite money and followed all of Reddit's financial advice, you'd lose a lot, but you'd also win sometimes, which is a lot better than TikTok advice, where you'll never win, ever. I think you need to wipe your cam. Why is there something on my cam? What game has the worst community? That's something I thought about a lot. I can never fully decide which game has the worst community. It's fucking hard. The easy answer is things like League and Dota. Though I've never had a negative experience in Dota. But I just feel like that's probably not right. There's probably more toxic communities somewhere. COD? I see a lot of people saying COD. Thanks Prime, Twitch Prime. I can't play with voice chat on because of stream, so I don't actually hear modern COD. But I don't actually see COD people online constantly at each other's throats. They usually just play their game, rage, call it a night. I don't ever really see them online making a big hoopla. Rust has definitely got to be up there. I agree. Rust is definitely up there in the top 5. Make a tier list of the most toxic communities. Actually not a bad idea. Going through like all of the biggest drama with the major communities. Figuring out which are the most toxic. See, like that right there's a fucking banger of an idea. Might do that. I think it's the Prime Linux. I wanted to do a tier list for conspiracy theories, but they're just too many. Like, that's just such a large tier list encompassing so many different things. I don't know. I don't know if that one would actually be fun. Off topic, but I fucking hate that pedophiles use the acronym MAP, because MAP also stands for Multi-Animator Project, which is a thing a lot of kids engage with. Like my siblings are really involved. Having the same acronym increases the chances of kids coming across pedo content. I've never heard the term multi-animator project, but you did just remind me of something. There was a video that a Smash Bros. Creator just made about Kazuya, and it was like, his CP is too good, or something like that. And obviously it started making the rounds on Twitter, because CP is a pretty common acronym, or pretty common for child porn, but it's also pretty common in games too. Like, for example, channel points on Twitch. When people used to abbreviate it, it'd be, I have like 200 CP. It's like, damn, that fucking sucks. Like, that's a terrible acronym. Like, that looks awful.